The Arabian Peninsula in the 7th century CE was a place of diverse cultures and beliefs. Vast deserts dominated the landscape. Nomadic tribes traversed these sands, seeking pastures for their animals. Trade was vital, connecting Arabia to powerful empires like Persia and Byzantium. Mecca, a bustling center of commerce, housed the Kaaba, a sacred sanctuary revered by many Arab tribes. Amidst this backdrop of trade, tribalism, and spiritual seeking, a profound transformation was about to unfold, changing the course of history, the birth of Islam. The Arabian Peninsula was not unified during this time. Instead, various tribes, each with their own customs and gods, held sway. Some worshipped multiple deities, while others followed faiths like Christianity and Judaism. The Kaaba, a cube-shaped structure in Mecca, housed idols representing different deities, and served as a site of pilgrimage for many. Despite the diversity of beliefs, a common thread of spirituality ran through Arab society. People sought meaning beyond the material world, longing for guidance and connection with the divine. This period, known as Late Antiquity, was a time of significant upheaval and change across the world. The Byzantine and Sasanian empires, locked in perpetual conflict, weakened each other, creating a power vacuum in the region. Meanwhile, new ideas and faiths like Christianity spread rapidly, challenging existing power structures and belief systems. The Arabian Peninsula, at the crossroads of these empires and ideologies, was ripe for a spiritual and social revolution. The stage was set for a new message to emerge, one that would resonate with the yearning for unity and divine guidance. The existing social structure of Arabia, largely based on tribal allegiances, often led to conflicts and instability. While tribal life fostered a strong sense of community and loyalty, disputes over resources, honor, and power were common. Furthermore, the gap between the wealthy merchants of Mecca and the poorer segments of society continued to grow. This disparity created social tensions and a yearning for a more just and equitable society. In this context of spiritual seeking, social inequality, and political fragmentation, the arrival of Islam would prove to be a turning point, offering a new vision for Arab society. Born in Mecca in 570 CE, Muhammad was orphaned at a young age and raised by his uncle. He was known for his honesty, integrity, and contemplative nature. At the age of 40, while meditating in a cave outside Mecca, Muhammad received his first revelation from God through the angel Gabriel. This divine message, which continued for 23 years, formed the basis of the Quran, the holy book of Islam. These revelations called for a radical departure from the prevailing social norms and beliefs of the time. They emphasized the oneness of God, Allah in Arabic, rejecting the polytheistic practices prevalent in Mecca. Muhammad's message stressed the importance of social justice, compassion for the poor and vulnerable, and the equality of all people in the eyes of God. His teachings challenged the tribal system that often fueled conflicts and emphasized the importance of unity and brotherhood within the community of believers. As Muhammad shared his revelations, he faced stiff resistance from the Meccan elite, whose power and wealth were threatened by his calls for social and economic justice. Despite persecution and hardship, Muhammad remained resolute, gradually attracting followers from various social strata. His message resonated with those who felt marginalized by the existing order, offering them a message of hope, equality, and divine justice. In 622 CE, facing increasing persecution in Mecca, Muhammad and his followers migrated to the city of Yathrib, later renamed Medina. This event, known as the Hijra, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established the first Muslim community, laying the foundations for a new social and political order based on Islamic principles. The Hijra was not just a physical journey, but a symbolic one, signifying the establishment of a community founded on faith and shared values rather than tribal affiliations. After the Prophet Muhammad's death in 632 CE, the Muslim community faced the challenge of leadership. The concept of a caliphate, a system of governance led by a caliph, successor to the Prophet, emerged. The first four caliphs, known as the Rashidun, or rightly guided caliphs, played a pivotal role in the consolidation and expansion of the Islamic State. Abu Bakr, Muhammad's close companion and father-in-law, became the first caliph. He quelled internal rebellions and oversaw the initial expansion of Islam into parts of the Byzantine and Sasanian empires. His reign was marked by his piety, administrative skills, and commitment to upholding the Prophet's legacy. Umar, the second Rashidun Caliph, was known for his justice, administrative reforms, and military prowess. He led the Muslim armies to decisive victories against the Byzantines and Sasanians, incorporating vast territories into the Islamic State, which stretched from Persia to Egypt. Umar established a sophisticated administrative system with a focus on taxation, justice, and public works. He also oversaw the compilation of the Quran into a single authoritative text. Uthman, the third caliph, consolidated Muslim rule and expanded further into North Africa. However, his reign was marked by growing internal dissent over governance and distribution of power, which eventually led to his assassination. Ali, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law, became the fourth caliph. His reign was marked by internal strife and conflict, including a civil war that led to the emergence of the Shia-Sunni divide within Islam. Ali is revered by both Sunnis and Shias for his piety, knowledge, and courage. He is particularly revered by Shias, who consider him the rightful successor to the Prophet Muhammad. The assassination of Ali in 661 CE marked the end of the Rashidun Caliphate and the beginning of the Umayyad dynasty. The Umayyads, hailing from the powerful Meccan clan of Banu Umayya, shifted the caliphate's capital from Medina to Damascus, reflecting the empire's eastward expansion. Under the Umayyads, the Islamic Empire reached its greatest geographical extent, stretching from Spain in the west to the Indus River in the east. The Umayyads oversaw a period of rapid territorial expansion, bringing vast populations under Muslim rule. They developed a sophisticated administrative system, drawing upon the existing structures of the Byzantine and Sasanian empires. Arabic became the official language of administration, facilitating communication and cultural exchange across the vast empire. This period witnessed a flourishing of Islamic art, architecture, and scholarship. The Umayyad Mosque in Damascus, with its magnificent dome and intricate mosaics, stands as a testament to the architectural grandeur of the era. The Umayyads also made significant contributions to the development of Islamic law, codifying legal principles, and establishing courts throughout the empire. However, the Umayyad period was also marked by internal tensions and revolts. The rapid expansion of the empire brought with it challenges of governance and integration. The centralization of power in the hands of the Umayyad elite and their policies towards non-Arab Muslims led to resentment and opposition. These factors contributed to the dynasty's eventual overthrow by the Abbasids in 750 CE. The Abbasid revolution in 750 CE brought an end to Umayyad rule and ushered in a new era in Islamic history. The Abbasids, claiming descent from the Prophet Muhammad's uncle, Abbas, shifted the empire's center of gravity eastward, establishing their capital in Baghdad. The Abbasid period, particularly between the 8th and 13th centuries CE, is often regarded as the Islamic Golden Age, a time of unprecedented intellectual, scientific, and cultural flourishing. Baghdad, strategically located on the banks of the Tigris River, became a melting pot of cultures and a global center of learning. The Abbasid caliphs, particularly Harun al-Rashid and his son al-Mamun, were patrons of the arts and sciences. They established the House of Wisdom, a renowned library and translation center in Baghdad, which attracted scholars and scientists from across the known world. During this period, Muslim scholars made groundbreaking contributions in a wide range of fields, including mathematics, astronomy, medicine, philosophy, and literature. Al-Khwarizmi, a Persian mathematician, developed algebra, while Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, made significant advances in medicine with his comprehensive medical encyclopedia, the Canon of Medicine. Scholars translated ancient Greek, Persian, and Indian texts into Arabic, preserving and transmitting knowledge that would later influence the European Renaissance. The Abbasid period also witnessed a flourishing of Islamic art and architecture. The development of distinctive architectural styles like the arabesque and the use of geometric patterns, calligraphy, and floral motifs became hallmarks of Islamic art. Mosques, palaces, and gardens built during this era showcased the aesthetic sensibilities and technological innovations of Islamic civilization. From its origins in the Arabian Peninsula, Islam spread rapidly across the world through a combination of trade, conquest, and missionary activity. Within a century of the Prophet Muhammad's death, the Islamic Empire stretched from Spain to India, encompassing diverse cultures and peoples. However, the spread of Islam was not solely a matter of military expansion. It was also a result of its message resonating with people from various backgrounds and its adaptability to different cultural contexts. In North Africa, Islam spread through a combination of military campaigns and peaceful conversion. The Berbers, indigenous inhabitants of the region, readily accepted Islam, finding its message of equality and social justice appealing. From North Africa, Muslim armies crossed the Strait of Gibraltar in 711 CE, conquering most of the Iberian Peninsula and establishing Islamic rule in Spain, which lasted for over 7 centuries. Islam's spread eastward was marked by both military conquests and peaceful interactions. Muslim traders traveling along established trade routes carried their faith to India, Southeast Asia, and China. The Sufi mystics, known for their piety and asceticism, played a particularly important role in the spread of Islam through their teachings and spiritual practices. They adapted their message to local customs and beliefs, making Islam more accessible to diverse populations. The spread of Islam was not without its challenges. Cultural differences, religious syncretism, and resistance from existing power structures presented obstacles. However, Islam's message of monotheism, social justice, and spiritual equality resonated with many, leading to its gradual and widespread adoption across the globe. The 18th and 19th centuries ushered in an era of profound change for the Muslim world, as European colonialism cast a long shadow over much of Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. The rise of European powers driven by industrialization and imperial ambitions led to the colonization of vast territories, including many Muslim-majority lands. Colonial rule brought about significant political, economic, and social transformations, challenging traditional power structures and reshaping the relationship between the Muslim world and the West. The intellectual and cultural encounter with the West, particularly during the Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution, led to a period of introspection and reform within the Muslim world. Muslim reformers, grappling with the challenges posed by colonialism and seeking to revitalize their societies, emphasized the importance of education, modern science, and rational thought. They sought to reconcile Islamic principles with modern ideas, leading to the emergence of various reform movements. The 20th century witnessed the demise of colonialism and the rise of nation-states across the Muslim world. However, the legacy of colonialism, including artificial borders, economic exploitation, and political instability, continued to cast a shadow over many newly independent nations. The quest for identity, political stability, and economic development became paramount concerns for Muslim-majority countries navigating the complexities of the post-colonial world. In the latter half of the 20th century and into the 21st century, Islamic revivalist movements gained momentum, seeking to address the perceived social, political, and economic ills plaguing Muslim societies. These movements, diverse in their interpretations and approaches, sought to reassert Islamic values and identity in a rapidly changing world. The relationship between Islam and the West, marked by both cooperation and conflict, continues to be a defining feature of the 21st century geopolitical landscape. At the heart of Islam lie 5 fundamental pillars that guide the beliefs and practices of Muslims worldwide. These pillars, representing the core tenets of the faith, provide a framework for leading a meaningful and ethical life. The first pillar is the declaration of faith, a simple yet profound statement. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. This testament of faith affirms the oneness of God and acknowledges Muhammad as the final prophet in Islam. Muslims perform 5 daily prayers at specific times throughout the day: dawn, midday, afternoon, sunset, and evening. These prayers, consisting of specific postures and recitations from the Quran, provide moments of connection with God and serve as a reminder of one's spiritual obligations. During the month of Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, Muslims abstain from food and drink from dawn till dusk. This period of fasting is a time for spiritual reflection, self-discipline, and empathy for those less fortunate. Islam emphasizes the importance of social responsibility and helping those in need. Zakat, an obligatory act of charity, requires Muslims to donate a portion of their wealth to support the poor and needy in the community. Every able-bodied Muslim who can afford it is obligated to perform the Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, once in their lifetime. This journey, involving a series of rituals performed at specific sites, symbolizes unity, humility, and the pursuit of spiritual purification. Islam in the 21st century is a diverse and dynamic faith, with over 1.8 billion followers worldwide, making it the world's second-largest religion. From its humble beginnings in the Arabian desert, Islam has spread to every corner of the globe, enriching human civilization with its profound spiritual teachings, intellectual contributions, and cultural achievements. Muslims today face a myriad of challenges, from geopolitical conflicts and socio-economic disparities to Islamophobia and the rise of extremism. However, amidst these challenges there is also a spirit of resilience, renewal, and a deep commitment to faith. Muslims are actively engaged in shaping their communities and contributing to the betterment of humanity in various fields, such as science, technology, arts, and humanitarian aid. As a global faith with a rich history and diverse interpretations, Islam continues to evolve and adapt to the changing world. Understanding Islam's multifaceted nature, its core values, and its impact on history and society is crucial in fostering dialogue, promoting tolerance, and appreciating the shared humanity that binds us all. The journey of Islam from the Arabian desert to a global faith is a testament to the power of ideas, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring quest for meaning and connection with the divine.